we are going to make clay penguins. You can see my sample right over here. I have a paper towel, I have a clay pencil, and I've put my name on the bottom right-hand corner of my paper towel. You are going to be using a slab of clay, which is flat, even clay. It's kind of thick. And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to take my fingers and I'm going to round out the edges just so that they're not sharp. So I'm going to use my fingers and I'm just going to round out the edges, especially the corners. Then I'm going to take my pencil and I'm going to put my eyes and my nose up here, my beak up here. So I'm going to put a nice big tummy. That's the white of the tummy, nice big tummy. I'm going to get 3 pieces of clay. And I'm going to take these pieces of clay and I'm going to roll them into a ball. Here's one eye. I'm just going to roll all 3. And then I'll decide what I want to be eyes and what I want to be beak. Maybe I want one eye bigger than the other. That might be kind of funny. Now, I think I'm going to use these for the eyes. I kind of like the eyes being the same. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to decide where my eyes are going to go. So I don't want my eyes to be on the edge, but I don't want them to be way down here too, because their eyes don't belong there. I'm going to put the eyes right about here. I'm going to take my pencil and I'm just going to kind of score the clay a little bit. That means I'm kind of doing a little tic-tac-toe board, rough up the clay, and then I'm going to press this in. I'm going to do the same thing on the other side and press this in. Now there's different ways you can do eyes. You can make your eyes look like they are looking up. You could make them look like they're looking down. You could make them look like they're silly, cross-eyed. This is, I think, I have them looking up on this one. You could make them going different directions or looking to one side. I think I'm going to make my penguin look silly. So I'm going to put my penguin where his eyes look like they're facing one another. So I'm going to push down nice and hard into there. So you see how my penguin now looks like he's cross-eyed. For the nose, I'm going to take this little ball and I'm going to tap it on the table. Can you see how that's nice and flat? Do you see that's flat on one side? Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my fingers like this, pinching, and I'm going to press, I'm going to pinch and turn the clay at the same time. And you're noticing, do you see how I'm getting a cylinder, kind of like a rounded triangle? That's called not a cylinder, a cone. What am I talking about? That's not a cylinder, it's a cone with a rounded top, okay? Then I'm going to do the same thing. My beak goes right here and I'm going to push down on the clay. Now I have to decide, do I want an open beak or do I want a closed beak? With this beak, I just took my pencil and I went straight down into the clay like this to kind of get like that side mouth. If I wanted an open mouth, I could do the same thing on the other side and open it up. Or I can do a singing. Maybe my penguin is whistling. And if my penguin's whistling, I'm going to put maybe there's his little, he's whistling, okay? Little opening for whistles. You're also going to get 2 pieces of clay. These are going to be the wings. So we're going to take our clay. We don't have to make this into a circle. We can just take the clay and we can press down and shape it into a wing. We don't want to shape it really, we don't want to make it really skinny. We're going to keep it kind of thick. Okay, so are you kind of seeing that wing shape? And I'm going to go in and I'm going to score the clay over here on the side. Now you could decide whether his wing is going down, maybe his wing is going up, maybe he's waving hi to somebody. Maybe I think because I already scored it here looking down, I think maybe I'll press down on this one. Okay, and I'm going to kind of try and get that tummy back in there because I kind of went over it. There we go. And I think this hand, this little flipper or wing, it's a flipper, I believe is what they call it. This one, I think I'm gonna have, he's gonna kind of look like he's waving, so I'm gonna put it going up. So I'm gonna score right in here. And then I'm going to kind of press down. I don't wanna make my wing go too far off of the edge, or else it has a probability of breaking. And we don't want your wing to break off. Now, once you're done building your penguin, you're gonna take your pencil and you can go in and you could add feathers on the flipper, and you could add feathers on the body. Are we adding any feathers on the tummy? If you said no, you're right. Are we adding any feathers on the eyes or the beak? If you said no, you are right. We are just going to add the feathers just around the eyes and the beak and the flippers, so it looks like he's kind of nice, staying nice and warm with all that insulation that penguins have to help keep them warm. And there is your penguin. When you're done, you're gonna take your penguin and you're gonna very carefully carry it with 2 hands. You're gonna kind of cradle it with 2 hands and you're gonna bring it up to me, okay? When our penguins are done being fired, we are going to paint them, and this is what they're gonna look like in the end. We're gonna put a little hanger, and we're gonna put little pom-poms. You're gonna get to choose your color of your hanger and your pom-poms, so it kind of looks like he's wearing earmuffs. And that way you can take this and you could hang this on the wall as a decoration. So that's how you make your penguin.